Hello, and welcome to another episode of DubaiPodcast. Today I have with me Simon and Jose. How are you?
Hello everyone, I'm good. Happy to be there, as always.
What about you?
I'm a little bit, it was a tough week, man, here in Dubai.
It was a tough weekend for you.
A tough weekend, yeah.
And you need to stop partying, eh? Anyway, today we have a really special episode. We have with us our guest, Josh. How are you, man? Thank you first for being here.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. So we're going to start like we always start with all of our guests. We want to get to know you a little bit. Tell us where do you come from? How long have you been here in Dubai? What are you doing here? Let us know.
Cool. So originally I'm from Australia. I was born in a small country town, so I'm a little country bumpkin. And I moved to Brisbane when I was like 19. So I just tell people I'm from Brisbane essentially, because they have no idea where the hell I'm actually from. So, so I was studying music in university, doing sound production, engineering, and like event management, that sort of stuff. And then I got a random phone call, and by phone call I mean text message on Facebook from one of the hotels here on the Palm Jumeirah.
In Facebook?
On Facebook.
They contacted you through Facebook?
Through Facebook.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue. I was like, do you want to go to Dubai, perform in a 5-star hotel, 6 nights a week, all accommodation expenses, visa and everything paid for? I'm like, no.
You said no.
No. I was just like, I didn't actually expect it to go ahead. I'm like, I think this is a joke. I don't really know. So I did up a really pathetic biography. I got like the worst photos I could find, which were the best at the time.
Yeah. What year was this?
This was 2014.
Okay.
So I did up the most sketchy press kit I could figure out to find and sent it away. I was in the dark for about 5 months. They're like, okay, they like you. Here's your ticket. You leave in 2 weeks.
All right.
And like, you kind of understand like the shock factor right there. Like,
I had the same experience, so I know you.
Oh, really?
Out of 2 weeks, you're like in Dubai, and like, all right.
Yeah, and it's like a whole new life. I had a girlfriend at the time.
Not anymore.
I had to,
Not since then.
I had to defer my last semester of university. So I'm 1 semester of finishing my course, which is I'm cool with it, to be honest. Fine.
Maybe sometime in the future, you will get on.
You can
with
finish
it.
And like I mentioned that I came from this really small country town, right? So I'd never experienced like a 5-star luxury or anything like that. So I got to the hotel I was performing at. It was the Anantara Hotel, and like this thing is massive. You've got water villas. You walk into the room and like I can see the lagoons and everything. I just like walked in. I started laughing for about 30 minutes. I called every single one of my family members individually, my friends. I'm like, check this out!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So that was the introduction.
How did they contacted you? Like you already had some clips or something uploaded?
Actually, so it was
songs.
It was a girl that I kind of was interested in at the time. She took a video of me in the backyard, just like playing Free Falling, John Mayer's version, and another song, I'm not sure what it was. And somebody saw that knew somebody from the Anantara. Seriously, a girl's Facebook wall in the
like
backyard.
randomly they saw it on the internet.
Saw it randomly.
Live sometimes, like you get connections out of nowhere, and you end up in Dubai.
Yeah, that's Dubai.
Man,
it's
that's
so
great.
weird.
So,
Hard to explain.
so you've been performing in this same hotel since you came, or you have changed?
No, so I was there for 8 months. I was performing 6 nights a week in the Bushman's restaurant, which is like the Australian themed one. And then I do also the brunches. I do the like the acoustic guy on the guitar for the beach, whatever it is.
Beach style,
It's like, all that lame guy coming across at the party that everybody hates,
exactly.
But man, 6 times a week is a lot.
It's a lot, it was a lot because I'd only gone from like 2 or 3 times a week to doing 6, so it starts to affect your voice.
But how much time do you perform?
It's 4 hours a day.
4 hours,
4 hours
a day,
a day.
six days per week.
Which is a lot to sing. Like imagine working a bicep muscle, sort of like
4 hours.
4 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Your voice is dead by the end.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you do months, and your voice is like.
And what happened to your voice? Because sometimes maybe you are voiceless, no?
I used to be because I didn't know how to sing properly. So I took lessons for like a year just to like fix my technique, and so from that it's fine. Like even if I'm sick or I'm whatever I am, I can still sing now.
And you can train that.
Yeah.
So
You can train the voice.
You can train anything.
Of course,
But-
singers train the voice,
but train the voice like not even if you are coughing or whatever and you have a sore throat.
Yeah, but
can
you
sing.
learn how to not, like get voiceless, as you were saying before.
Okay, yeah.
And when you're performing, it's just you with your instrument, or there's a band in there that's helping you, or it's like 4 hours, you on your own, you and your guitar singing.
Back then it was just me with my guitar and my looping a little bit. I was using a acoustic guitar back then. Now I've switched to electric guitar, so I do electric guitar, I then add bass with an octave pedal, And then I add drums, which are like live drum samples, and I do it all live, add textures, piano, whatever it is on top. And then I loop it all together in different tracks, so it sounds kind of like a band, but just me.
Just
And then if the client has enough money, then they order for a band.
Okay.
I prefer to play with, to be honest, because you can get dynamics a lot easier, you can get the energy going much faster, all that sort of stuff. But otherwise, they just hire me because it's easier.
Okay. And for example, if you're performing six nights a week, not right now.
So now I'm actually freelance. So
freelance.
It depends on the week. Some weeks will be 10 times a week. Sometimes it'll be 4 times. Sometimes it's 6, something like that.
And it's usually like the same night, like you perform the same songs every night, or you change a little bit.
Change it.
You change.
Just so I don't go insane. As
for his own safety, like for his own mind.
Oh yeah,
having
of
every
course,
day.
change, of course. Like what kind of music are you playing? Like give us like some examples of songs, or are there your songs you compose?
I used to compose. I'm focused on other things at the moment, so I'll get back into the composing the end of the year. But it's mostly cover songs of pop and R&B, soul, a little bit of jazz, but not much. Yeah.
Everything that works in Dubai, like all
pretty
the
much,
basic stuff that everyone can like.
Yeah, I try and go like the timeless sort of cool R&B stuff that people think they've forgotten, and then they're like, oh shit,
Damn, that whole song here.
Nice. Okay, can you tell us where are you performing right now? Maybe someone will listen to us and will go to see you. Maybe even us will go to see you one night. Where can someone find you at the moment right now in Dubai if they want it?
Monday nights I'm at V Terrace on the Conrad, so it's downtown. Tuesdays I'm at Air in the AFC, which is spelled AER, which actually I didn't know this, but apparently in Arabic, Lebanese Arabic, Air means dick.
Really?
Apparently.
And that's the name of the place.
That's the name of the place.
And it's
Nice
still
place.
open.
So
And it's still open.
it's still open, and I play in a massive dick on Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays I'm performing at the Western, Minasiyahi, at Oweno, the wine bar. It's like wine and cheese. So 8 to 11 o'clock, it's a big wine buffet, cheese buffet, all this sort of stuff.
Right.
So you get to eat. You get to eat also.
Of course, yeah.
That's so nice.
Actually, what's even better is I haven't known it. I've been there for like the last 3 or 4 years, and they've got a massive buffet area down the bottom, like the huge continental buffet. I didn't know I get access to that.
Oh.
I figured that out a month ago.
Really? After 3 years.
After 3 years. After 3 years. And that's how we got.
I mean, it's
4
never too late,
pounds.
you know? That's good. Okay, and what has been the biggest performance that you've been doing here in Dubai? Like a big event, some
Like
concert?
people was? Okay. I did for 20,000 people at Yas Marina Circuit a few years ago.
Really?
20,000?
Yeah.
Yas Marina Circuit.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one there. I've performed with Conor Maynard. You know that?
Really? I know Conor Maynard, yes,
Yeah.
from the UK.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the guy.
Was it during the Formula One weekend?
No, it was the Walk for Cancer or something.
Oh,
And it was right at the end of the night when everybody finished walking around and everything. It ended up being a massive, almost like a festival. It's pretty intense, you know.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like that many people as opposed to sort of like 100 of close friends or something. 100 of close friends or 10 close friends is more like
It's tougher than
nerve-wracking than like people that you don't know. So
Yeah. You kind of disconnect with like 20,000 people. You're like,
Yeah.
There's a disconnection, and you
it's just
don't
like some
look at
ants
them and
walking
like-
around or,
Yeah.
you know.
it's a blurry mass of people, and you don't
Exactly.
really think about it. When it's
Exactly.
10 of your friends, you're like, what if I
Every
screw up?
note. Yeah, exactly. Musicians are the worst to play for because you know they're judging you. They're like,
Really?
they're like, oh, you did that. I would have done that better. You're like,
Do you actually get
He's up on
feedback from like if you played for musicians?
yeah, they won't be
tell you
too,
something?
like they won't be like rude about it.
Okay.
For sure. They're trying to be like, man, it's so good, blah blah. However,
Oh my god. Nice. So 20,000 people.
yeah,
That's the
20,000 people
biggest
there.
like event that you
Yeah.
play for.
Yeah.
Do you usually get to play in these kind of events, or it's like rarely?
No, that was a one-off sort of thing. I'll quite often do a couple thousand for big corporate events or something
Corporate
like
events
that.
and stuff like that.
But yeah, it depends on the place. It depends on what the event is. It depends what they want. So
Okay.
I've done quite a lot of places. Like I was thinking about the amount of hotels I've done here, and I don't think there's really a place that I haven't done in Dubai in the last few years.
Really?
Just because there's so many events going around, especially event season. You're doing 10 performances a week.
What's event season?
Exactly.
So it's like around November till March.
So
or
the good weather.
Yeah, the good weather.
the good
Good
weather.
weather part.
Yeah.
Well, the good weather is till June, May, June, I think.
No, I think it's too
Yeah,
hot.
It's a bit too hot.
It's starting to be too hot
Yeah.
for people.
Do you usually
May's
play
around the
outdoor
cutoff.
or indoor?
During the winter, outdoor.
Outdoor.
They tried to get me to do outdoor in the summer. It's like it's
No.
crazy.
No.
It's either you're frying under the sun or they put an umbrella and then you're baking. Like, it doesn't matter.
For people who didn't come to Dubai yet, or I've never experienced summer in Dubai, this is insane. You die outside, whatever happens. Like, if it's not the sun killing you, it's the hotness and.
But I think like if you're actually performing, like you even like get hotter, like maybe you're nervous and you're actually like performing and everything. It's even worse.
You sweat, it's a lot of energy. Essentially, you're screaming for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you've ever done karaoke.
I've never done it, but
Done karaoke?
I'm really looking forward to do it sometime. Is there in Dubai karaoke?
Yeah, there's a great place called Lucky Voice actually,
Lucky
where you get
Voice.
your own private booths, and the backing tracks are actually really, really good. I don't normally like karaoke, but that place is really cool. They bring in drinks and stuff like that.
Really?
Just haram. Sorry, we don't have drinks in Dubai.
No,
We do.
We all know about this here. Yeah, we talked about
No
the
censorship
fighting,
in here, Josh. No censorship.
Okay, great, good.
You can say whatever you want. Like,
Okay, great. Perfect.
Jose got wasted yesterday. We can talk about it. It's not an issue. It's fine.
Probably he's a little bit drunk right now.
In fact, in this, I don't know, maybe here I have a little bit of tequila.
But it's a secret. That we're gonna keep it a secret.
That's why I'm feeling a bit strange.
It's a morning tequila, so we Jose wake up.
I'm back in Mexico.
Okay, so have you only performed in Dubai during these years, or have you gone like internationally to other countries,
I've
back to
done,
Australia?
On the off season.
On the off seasons, yeah, pretty much the off seasons you travel. I've done America, UK,
Really?
Europe. I'll be going to India in a couple of weeks.
To perform?
Yeah, getting flown out for that, which would be cool.
Really?
Then all other parts of the GCC. I was in Saudi last 2 weeks ago, or something like that. Like,
In Saudi, they have parties.
Saudi's crazy now, man.
What?
I went to the Middle Beast Festival, which was 180,000 people. There was David Guetta, Steve Aoki.
Really?
DJ
In Saudi
Balvin,
Arabia,
in
that
Saudi.
there was no tourist visa till October.
Yeah. And now it's like they've just gone straight to the top.
Out of
it's
nowhere,
insane. Yeah. They've just gone like, what's the best standards of like equality in the world? Okay, let's do that. So now it's illegal to pay a woman differently to a man, sort of thing. Like they don't
That's
censor
how it's
movies,
supposed to be.
they don't censor music, they don't censor anything anymore. They've just gone straight to like Western society. It's great.
In fact, the Spanish Super Cup is playing right now in
Yeah,
Saudi
it's
Arabia.
being played in there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Valencia lost. But,
As expected.
Come on, man. Come on, some respect. Okay, so you were saying that you're playing the guitar, the electric guitar right now.
Yeah.
Is there any other instruments that you play, or you're only playing the guitar when you're performing?
So when I'm performing, I add in bass and piano and drums. So, but my first instrument is actually drums. So I used to tour around Australia on drums.
Really?
Yeah, with like
drummer.
people from X Factor, Australian Idol, that sort of stuff. I used to be the drummer for them. So I used to tour around Australia. And then
X Factor, what's that?
The X Factor, the
Like
people
The
with
Voice?
some talents go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
sort of thing. Yeah.
So like America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
or
that's
something
what-
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I used to tour around Australia for that. And then one of them heard me sing one time. I was like, hey, you can sing. Like, really badly. It's like, oh, you can play guitar as well? Do you want a residency every Friday? I'm like, shit, all right, okay.
Really?
So I ended up quitting my bar job and ended up performing once a week, which was paying more money than me working sort of like 4 days a week. in a bar.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way I can go back to work.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 20?
20.
Yeah, about 7 years ago. 2021.
And you were touring, playing drums with the X Factor
Yeah.
team.
Wow, man.
20 years old.
And in fact, how did you know that you wanted to be a singer? You know, an artist.
It just kind of
What's the point? Like you said, you tell your parents, okay, I want to be a singer.
Oh,
Because
that's
I think
great.
that my parents are in this mentality, old mentality, you know.
Old
Jose, okay, what are you thinking? What are you talking about? The singer? What's that? Study.
I think
Have you listened to your voice right now, man? Of course you cannot be a singer.
I need to train it, not to be voiceless.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a podcast.
Just train. I think that with any sort of artistic field, you're always going to disappoint your parents until you do something good with it. You know, like if you're saying, "Hey, I'm going to quit like university and become a magician," you know, they'll be like,
You might have picked the worst
Yeah.
thing ever on this side as well.
No, you need to be a doctor, okay?
Exactly. So like when I was the last one in my family. I've got 3 older brothers, and they were all performing. They were all like playing instruments and stuff. 2 of them kind of stopped. The other one kept going. And by the time I came along, they were like, "No, you're not playing music. You're studying and stuff." I'm like, "But I want to play music." So I
don't
got a
wanna
drum
do
kit
that.
and started playing and annoying the crap out of everybody. I couldn't sing at first, so I just sing all the time to strengthen my voice. And like if like the note was here, I'd be singing below it or above it. You know, like
Yeah.
I never hit
Yeah.
the note. So I just like sing terribly around my parents and family and everything. And one of my friends was like, "You have a good voice, you just don't know how to sing." So just sing more often.
Practice.
Just practice, and it just eventually ended up happening. And I wouldn't say that I actually became decent until I moved to Dubai performing 6 nights a week. When you're doing that much consistently, it just strengthens and you get better and you start understanding properly. And that's kind of when I started to, I guess, classify myself as a professional musician. And then it's just been all progress since then.
Yeah.
So.
When you're at this point, it's fair to assume that you are a professional musician.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you perform 6 times a week, I think you can tell.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that job though, to be honest.
But the thing is that, okay, on top of being a professional musician,
Yes.
you also have another job.
Yes.
And you're a memory coach.
And stripping. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about this, because this is like, you were talking to us before,
Yeah.
and I'm shocked about what you were telling me.
It's during the day, memory coach, and during the night,
an artist.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a double life right there.
How many hours do you sleep?
4 or 5, maybe. Depends.
4 or 5.
It depends on the day. Yeah.
Pablo needs to sleep at least like 10 hours.
Like 10 or 12. 10 or
Really?
12.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me, man.
Amazing.
Because you're not doing any sports or moving
No,
your
okay,
body
yeah,
anytime,
I
so-
am. Okay, shut up. Tell us about this memory coach thing.
Okay, so a lot of thing about school is we're told to learn, but we're not taught how to learn, which you would think is the prerequisite to learning, right? Yeah. So the way that we're told in school is you repeat something enough times until your brain submits and goes like, okay, finally I've got it. Okay, whatever, I've done it. But there are smarter, more easier techniques to be able to learn things in a quicker way, more efficiently for high retention levels. So you'll probably remember things like when you're 18, you'll remember your birthday, right? You'll remember like your worst nightmares. You'll remember the first time you had sex or the first kiss you had, right? Why?
Or maybe not.
Well, it depends on how drunk you are.
Exactly.
Mr. Jose over here.
Yeah.
Always the same.
So you remember things that are charged with emotion, yeah? So if you get information and you charge it with emotion, then it can become retentive, right? So I'm teaching people to turn things into the way that the body already works, which is using the senses, and pictures are the easiest way to do it. So I turn numbers into pictures so that I can remember them. So I can do, say, 50 numbers in 1 minute, and I'm just turning them into images, and then I'm storing them somewhere so I can recall them again.
So you turn these 50 numbers into images?
Yes.
And then you assign each image to one of the numbers, so then you can repeat them.
But don't you think it actually works better for people that have a good photographic memory rather than something else?
There's a lot of studies show there's no such thing as a real photographic memory, like actual, you remember every single detail of every single room that you're always in. You can create and train your visual memory. It's like you don't have a bad memory, it's either trained or it's untrained. And there are techniques towards it. It's either you have a belief that your memory is bad or you are lacking systems. So like if you say I'm bad at names, your brain's going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm bad at names. Okay,
I'm bad at names.
Names are now unimportant. So like right now, if I tell you focus on the color black, focus on the color black. Black's the only important thing to you in your life right now. Close your eyes. Do you remember anything that was green?
No.
What's going on? Man, I have a green thing here.
have a
right?
Star
It's in the
Wars.
middle of the table, his shirt, your Christmas tree.
Man, what's going on?
Yeah. So whatever you focus on, you're going to find it, right? So whatever you tell your brain is important, it will then create a habit out of only looking for that information.
Okay. And is there any limitation? I mean, age limitation or?
No.
Okay.
So neuroplasticity and neurogenesis continues until the day that you die. It just depends on the habits and the systems that you train during those times. So these are really good preventions for things like Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that it's like 100% foolproof forever, but a lot of people nowadays is because we have this thing called digital dementia, which is you trust and outsource your brain essentially to a phone. So you use it for to-do lists, you use it for checklists, you use it for calculating the decimal place between 10 people that a bill, which is 10% is pretty easy to calculate. So but that's the problem is like as a kid you were able to remember how many numbers, like you remembered every number as a kid, like phone numbers or whatever it is.
True.
Yeah.
Like now I don't know any phone number. I only know mine.
It's because
Exactly.
And
so
before you have like to dial it, in the land phone and everything, and I remembered all of them.
the land
So the potential is always there, but the problem is we've lost the ability to remember any of them, right? Because we're just trusting the phones to retain all of our information. And that's going to be a bigger problem later in life. It's not that it's a terrible thing that phones exist. It's amazing. Phones are amazing technology. but you need to still be able to use your brain properly.
But don't you think it actually allow us to use our brain for different things? All these kind of useless numbers that we put them on the phone, it gives us some space and memory to maybe remember other stuff rather than this.
Sort of. Are you asking if there's like a certain amount of information you can hold in your brain?
Not really. Like the fact that phone is creating dementia and we are in some way losing the habitude or the usage of it, of learning numbers and stuff like this. Everything of us does it for ourselves. But doesn't mean that it allows us to have all this brain capacity that we don't use anymore and we give it to our phone to use it for something else and actually doing something else with it.
So the way the brain works is through connectivity and association. So everything that you will ever learn will be a relationship and creation of that relationship between what you don't know to what you do know. So if you know, say, 3 or 4 languages, the next languages are going to be easier. Than if you know one language, you only know, say, hello. Then connecting hola to hello, you've now got a second point of reference to go to. And then if you go like in Arabic, salam, now you've got another one to connect to. So the more that you actually learn, the more that you can actually learn. So storing information, it's not kind of like you have open tabs and your computer slowing it down. It's the more that you actually learn, the more you can learn. It all comes together. So if you learn, say, music, then it can somehow help in ways like certain principles might apply to mathematics. Right? So it's a carry-on effect towards different industries and faculties and everything as well. And the more that you train your brain, the faster it actually works. So that you don't need to remember 2,000 numbers. You don't need to be able to remember 50 digits in a minute. For me, it's just training that creative side of my brain to be able to learn things faster. So I don't need to do this sort of stuff, but it's helpful in other ways.
Can we do it now? Can we see the digits?
Sure.
Okay. What do we need to do? What's
Okay, so just as you write down 2-digit numbers.
Okay,
start.
Two digits.
Okay, how many?
Let's just do 10 for now
10?
if you want. So just tell me as you're writing them.
Okay, the Pablo's favorite number, 69.
out of nowhere?
we don't know why, but all right.
Okay, it's writing 69, 70, 28, 13, 17, 1. Keep on going.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so now you're going to each of these numbers, you're going to associate like an image.
Yeah. So is that 13 or a
13.
13,
Yeah.
13?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's
Okay.
impressive.
We will
You can actually see
do
his
like a
accent in the
screenshot
way,
of this
right?
and put it right now so that people can see it in the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will see how
what's this
he's
one?
going to
17?
remember.
No,
all of them.
17.
17.
My numbers.
17?
Oh,
17, yeah.
Can you believe it? He has an accent even with the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, 69,
People don't get it when he's
70,
writing it.
28, 13, 17, 1, 8, 35, 74, and 61.
61. Yeah. Okay.
1 second, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. Me, I don't think I can remember
You can try it as
up
well.
till the 5th. Okay, we'll try it as well. Okay. I'm just learning them by heart, you know. Now, so we cover them or something?
Yeah.
We can cover them?
Yep. I think
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cover them.
Or hide them and then check
Okay.
them out.
I'm hiding, for the guys that listen to us in Spotify, I'm
Yeah.
hiding the numbers.
Yeah, we're hiding numbers. Okay, the numbers will be here right now. Let's see how many he can get out
Okay.
of the 10 and how many I can get.
Okay,
I know the first one is 69. I know that
It's your favorite number, bro.
one. The second one I don't remember already.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 6970
Yes.
28
Yes.
13
Yes.
1701
Yes.
08
Yes.
357461.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So do you want me to go backwards?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, so
Let's
go.
go.
1647053807131820796.
Yep. Man.
Show up.
Man, it will be here. They will be seeing it in
Yeah.
YouTube
Okay.
like a
And
screenshot
then
of
last
this.
thing, ask me any number out of any of them.
Okay, 7th.
7. That was 08.
Yep. 4. The 4th number.
The 4th number was 17.
No.
Are you lying, Jose? Or
No, man.
Oh, sorry, it's 13. Sorry,
Yeah. 1, 3. Yeah.
My bad, sorry. I went for the fifth.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be
So,
sorry.
I went for the 5th number. Sorry, that was my
Yeah.
number.
And in fact, does it work for everything? I mean, grocery list, like going for an exam, then
Totally.
you need.
If these were like names of people instead of numbers, it will be the same for you.
There's different techniques for everything. So names are a little bit of a different technique. You can use this for lists, or you can use it for information in books as well.
And,
so like when I'm reading, I'm turning information into pictures and storing them the same sort of way as I will these numbers. So I can remember an entire chapter in a book in one image in my mind, and then I can store that image. So essentially I can remember every main concept of a book
Right.
Wow.
as much as I want to.
And that was amazing,
With girls' phone's number, does it work as well?
I mean,
Easy stuff, right?
You can write it down.
But the
that's
thing
fine.
is that he just did 10 numbers and he was saying that he's able to do up till 50.
in a minute.
Like 5 times longer than this list.
Easily, yeah.
Which
I
is
can,
crazy.
I can keep going. I can do 2 or 3 decks of cards, backwards and forwards. I can do different
Right,
stuff.
so if you're in Dubai, you have an exam coming up. We're gonna leave Instagram on the video. Go and contact him if it's useful.
It's great for students.
In fact, you
because-
have an Operation Go or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Operation G.O.A.T. It actually stands for Operation Greatest of All Time.
Yeah.
And so actually when we're incorporating the company, because it has goat in it, and Dubai is really weird with like little things. So as we were doing it, they declined the name Operation G.O.A.T. because they thought it needed to be a goat farm.
Really? Really?
Dubai problems.
Even though we explained it was an acronym.
Oh my god.
The only way we could get away with it
There's an Instagram already.
There is an
We will
Instagram.
like link it in the description
Yeah.
of the video and everything, so you can go and check it out.
Yeah.
If you want to learn, if you want to be like Josh, go and follow him.
Just by the way, these are foundational techniques. These are things which like show the power of the brain. So things like actually learning things and turning them into information and comprehension and retention. That's like there's different techniques, but I'll still teach this sort of thing to begin with, just so you can be like, oh wow, my brain isn't broken. I actually know how to use it now.
I can do something with it.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is so nice. This is so nice, right? Like congratulations. Huh?
Thank you.
I'm really impressed by this. I want to do it too. I'm gonna start.
I'm happy because now I
Working
think
my
like
brain.
there's hope for Jose. Maybe there's redemption
If
for
there
him.
is hope for Jose, there is hope for everyone.
I'm gonna go, man. Operation Go for me, bro.
Operation Go.
Operation Greatest of all time.
Yeah, it's all time. Did you want to ask him?
I want to ask you one question as well before. It's
Sure.
how is it being a freelance in Dubai? Is it easy? Because here everybody is like, we are working for an enterprise that is paying us. We don't have any like concern. Well, maybe getting fired, but you know, it's like if you don't work, you don't get paid. You know, I can be sick. If you are sick, you don't get paid.
You don't get paid, yeah.
How is it here in Dubai being a freelance? Entrepreneur.
Dubai's really interesting. Like if you've got work, it's amazing, and then like if it's not busy, it's kind of like it's a bit scary because you have to. I have my own company, my own visa, everything myself.
Do
so
you
I'm
sponsor
reliant-
yourself?
Yeah, myself. Yeah, for the last like 4.5 years or something. So when I first got here, it was much more difficult because I didn't know anybody. Like I had no network, I had no friends, no family, nothing like that. So everything I did was I had to be calling 30 venues a day to try and find people to speak with, or meeting with agents, meeting just like 5 times a day as much as possible. Now, since I've been here for a few years, you kind of have the network. So if it's a down period, it just means it'll come up again soon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like it's all word of mouth now, you know, which is kind of nice. But it can be like any freelancing. It's good or bad depending on how the work is.
Of course.
Comes
Yeah.
and go.
The most annoying thing is like chasing payments.
I know.
most
It's
annoying.
Oh my god.
I've heard the
Is that the
stories.
problem?
I've heard the stories.
Yeah, the stories are great. But
And then the question we ask to all the guests is, what do you like the most about Dubai?
I like the lifestyle. I like the people. I like that every scenario is the start of a bad joke. You know, like we've got 2 Spanish, 2 French, and Australian walking into
Yeah.
a room,
Yeah.
and we're on the microphone. Like you're waiting for a bad punchline or something. I really like that. I just like you. It's very diverse. There's so many opportunities. Very little tax. You can have a really good
Very
lifestyle.
little tax.
Yeah.
Important.
You can have a really good lifestyle for a very affordable sort of rate, and yeah, it's just a really cool place.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I could move from here for a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
Me neither.
You have been here since 2014?
14, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's a long time, huh? 6 years now.
Simon, you told us that it was 5 years. Like
Yeah, I
it's
think
still
the
5.
average year for someone in Dubai is 5 years
Yeah.
most of the time.
I can see why, like at the 5-year mark, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And now I'm like, it sucks you back in again.
I'll stay a little bit longer. huh?
I'll say another
you see your
3
bank
years.
account and say maybe a little bit longer.
Exactly. Yeah. That's one of the main reasons why people.
You can lose
stay here, huh?
yourself if you. I
can.
think if you stay longer than this in Dubai, you start losing yourself.
Yeah.
No, because you go back to Spain, Australia, France, and it's not the same lifestyle.
not
You
the
know,
same.
you get
It's
used
not
to
the
things that are not real. You know.
The smallest things you get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what I like about the place. But yeah, I'll definitely be here at least on and off for the next 2 years or so. it's a good hub, you know, like it's central to the rest of the world. I'll be having a lot of stuff with Operation G.O.A.T out of Saudi, Mauritius, and Malaysia. So we've got a lot of stuff happening out there now, and so I'll be in and out of Dubai for the next couple of years for sure. But mostly as a hub.
Yeah,
We
it's,
wish the
it's
best.
a connection to everywhere.
We wish the best for this Operation G.O.A.T to work out, man. I would.
We will be we will keep you updated with your stories and everything.
Yeah.
on Instagram.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Can we finish with you singing something for us?
Sure.
Short.
Sure. Why not?
Something. Very good. Team. There you go. Man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to think of what to play you guys.
Man.
Probably should have thought about
Go
that
for it.
before,
Go for
right?
it.
Maybe the song that got you famous, Free Fall.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember it properly. I'll be honest.
Come
Anything.
on.
Anything is good. Anything is good. Don't 30 seconds. You know.
30 seconds.
Yeah, or 1 minute as you want. Up to you. Up to you.
Okay, I'll just do maybe some Khalid or something.
Yeah.
I'm not used to these small guitars anymore, but
Yeah, I know. It's treble guitar.
Love to see you shine in the night like the diamond you are. 'Cause I'm good on the side, it's alright. Just hold me when it's dark. Because no one's gotta know what we do. Hit me up when you're bored. Yes, I live down the street, so hit me when you need and it's yours. I'm all this, and nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better, and nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better, no. 'Cause we ain't gotta hide. This is what you like, I'll admit. There's nothing feels better than this. Better than this. 'Cause we ain't gotta hide. This is what you like, I'll admit. And nothing feels better than this.
Bro,
It's really so. I'm so life is unbelievable, huh?
Yeah, man, crazy, yeah.
It's crazy. You have a very powerful voice.
Very powerful, huh?
Thank you.
Man, I want to have this voice.
I'm gonna start training.
Man, I don't know.
Just for any girl watching the podcast right now, we won't give his number, alright? Follow him on Instagram, but
Go and follow him on Instagram. Follow Operation G.O.A.T on Instagram also.
Man, this question: how many girls approach you like in a night, like, oh, I like your voice?
You don't need to answer this question if you don't want to.
I was gonna say no comment.
Yeah. I told
No
you that
comment
these
is fine
questions
on this.
are weird sometimes. Anyway, man, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for singing, explaining to us your memory coach things, where can people find you here in Dubai. Good luck with the Operation G.O.A.T. I think, man, successful guy, yeah?
Guys,
Man.
thank you so much. It's been
From a little
pleasure.
town in Australia to Dubai.
Yeah, so
to
much
the top.
talent, man. So much talent.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Where can people find you? In fact, your Instagram.
It's Josh McCartney official. So like Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Yeah.
Josh.
I think you had it on the surname, the artist thing.
Yeah.
With you in the
So
surname, huh?
everybody asks if it's my actual name. They think it's a pseudonym or like a stage name or something. Yeah, I think there's something Mum didn't tell me or I don't
Yeah.
know.
alright.
It was part of you since you were born,
I guess
the
so,
artist.
yeah, it must have been.
Yeah. Anyway, you will have the Instagram and all of his Instagram accounts and everything in the description of the video.
And the webpage.
And the web,
guys,
of course.
thank you so much.
Of course. And
And
you, of
LinkedIn
course,
profile.
everything. Of course, follow us also
Always pushing
at DubaiPodcast in Instagram and listen to us in Spotify or in YouTube. I think it's a good episode to come to YouTube and see him like
this one
the
you need to
video
go
of
to
playing
YouTube.
him the guitar and everything. It was very nice. But anyway, thank you so much
Guys,
again, man.
thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much for
Awesome.
coming. Bye, guys. See you
Bye.
next episode. Bye.